Prime Minister Modi is chairing an important meeting of the COVID situation in the country amid concerns of the new variant. World Health Organization panel named the variant Omicron, classifying it as a highly transmissible virus of concern, a variant of concern. Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba, Principal Secretary to Prime Minister P.K. Mishra, Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan and Niti Aayog Member Health Dr. V.K. Paul are all attending this meeting. Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has urged Prime Minister to stop flights from those countries which are affected by the new variant. Delhi government is going to be holding a meeting on the 29th of November to discuss the current situation, preparation in the wake of new variant, which is the B.1.1.529 variant. The Gujarat government has also made RT-PCR testing mandatory for travellers landing at the airports in the state from Europe, UK, Brazil, South Africa, Bangladesh, China, Mauritius, New Zealand, Zimbabwe and Hong Kong. Earlier evidence suggests the new variant carries an increased risk of reinfection compared with other highly transmissible variants. Concerns over the variant has triggered widespread travel bans with the European Union, US, Canada, Saudi Arabia also restricting travel from South Africa where this variant was first detected.
This variant has multiple mutations in its spike protein, which is the main target of the existing vaccines. The ability of the virus to leap past antibody protection, whether that occurs, we do not know yet. Research is ongoing in South Africa itself, and researchers have informed that it may take several weeks for that information to come through. Whether vaccines need to be updated is a topic that needs further discussion. But at this time, what we need to do is to make sure that everybody has received at least 2 doses of vaccine, which will give them the maximum available protection, particularly against severe disease.
With the present advent, we know that the immunity of the vaccines is not lasting for more than 5 to 7 months. The urgent need of a third dose, which is now being called as a booster dose, but should be a part of the primary immunization. I think the boosters are extremely important in India. We should have a plan, but the fact is we need to be extremely wary and careful with regards to new mutants.
Mohit Sharma is getting us more details on that story. Mohit, apart from the fact that there is a variant of concern, the 5th one that the world has recognized right now, which is, of course, the Omicron variant. There are other concerns also, like the slow pace of the second dose vaccination drive in India, and also questions around the booster dose, vaccines for children. All of this is going to be touched upon in this meeting?
Well, absolutely, Sneha, and there is much more to that as well. There have been a lot of states which have also come out with their own apprehensions, and not just ensuring that most people are inoculated in their own states, but more importantly about the travel restrictions as well. We've seen time and again that there have been certain laxity when it comes to traveling measures as well. We've seen how there have been multiple states which have opened or have fully opened travel in their own states and between the other states as well. So all of those things are also likely to be discussed. And on the other hand, you also have the inoculation drive overall in India as well. The first dose has been given to about 83% of the countrymen. But on the other hand, it's the second dose which has now come to the fore as well. Something that needs to be tackled with immediate effect. So all of those things would be, taken into consideration when the Prime Minister speaks to all the experts, the top officials. The whole idea being that they want to be prepared for anything that comes forward. And secondly, they also want to take stock of the current vaccination status. What exactly is India's, forward-taking strategy? You heard voices also coming in whether or not the booster dose is something that is really needed at this particular time. So all of those things are also going to be discussed. On the other hand, whether, the containment of the latest variant is something that other countries have managed to do or not, that is also going to be on the minds of the top officials when they, speak to the Prime Minister and they give out a presentation. Of course, there have been several hours into the presentation, so of course we can it is highly likely that there could be a certain announcement once this presentation, this meeting is over. But of course that would be in order to ensure that all Indians are safe, something that is a priority. We've seen time and again that there have been whether we talk about the schemes, whether we talk about the announcements, all of them have been to initiate one single thing, and that is to safeguard the health of all Indians. That has been the primary aspect. And once again, with the Prime Minister taking a stock of the situation, it is likely that a decision on the overall aspect of not just the second vaccination, the second dose of vaccines, but at the same time on the overall measures, how to combat the new variant, will also be taken this time.
Yes, Mohit. All right, thank you so much for getting us up to speed with that. We'll, of course, keep coming back to you for more on that. And other things that the Prime Minister is expected to touch upon is the issue of the second dose in the country. The coverage is as low as around 45%. It's far below the target of almost 100% that the government was, in fact, intending to ensure by the end of this year.